The coin market cap is used to summarize everything that is said in this movie. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my station to get more XRP news and news about cryptocurrencies in general. Now, look at this Gary Gensler after he wasn't done yet. SEC chief pokes fun at crypto world with Resi as chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and one of the most well-known opponents of cryptocurrencies. Gary Gensler caused a stir in the cryptocurrency community on Wednesday by making them believe that he was going to quit his job at the SEC through a thread on X. Even though the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission is in a lot of big court cases with Coinbase, Ripple, XRP, and other groups, he or she seems to have a great sense of humor. The way he enforces crypto laws is getting more and more attention from the public. It's not quite over yet, but Gensler starts the thread on X by thanking everyone for the honor of being chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC. It's with great pleasure that the Securities and Exchange Commission talks about the more than 2,000 enforcement cases he has started, the many billions of dollars in fines he has collected, and the new laws that were made possible by him. Gensler, on the other hand, has skills that haven't been seen before. The cryptoverse is upset about the funny timing, which has been made fun of. A lot of people don't think of Gensler as one of the most well-known supporters of cryptocurrency. Many people, including Hester Pierce, also known as Crypto Mom, don't like how the Securities and Exchange Commission only enforces the law when it comes to cryptocurrencies. They say that this makes the US less competitive and hurts the business as a whole. The progress made by Gensler, because of Gensler's leadership, the SEC took 46 crypto enforcement steps in 2023, which is twice as many as in 2021. This was the most in 10 years. People think that Gensler's rules for regulating cryptocurrency are too strict. This man has said that he believes there is a lot of fraud and manipulation in cryptocurrency because he has been in charge of some of the worst crypto disasters in the world's history. This claim deserves to be thought about. Gensler was in charge of the investigations into FTX and Binance while he was head of the SEC. The CEO of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried BBUSBA, was given a 25-year prison term because of the investigations. Changpeng Zhao, the former CEO of Binance, is scheduled to be sentenced for his crimes on April 30th, 2024. In the meantime, Gensler has already accomplished a number of important goals. But most of these are in illegal cases, on the other hand. Ripple and Coinbase are two different landmark cases that are part of the State Securities and Exchange Commission's regulatory side. They are more than just courtroom dramas. These cases could set a standard for how crypto tokens should be regulated and classified, as well as when they should be thought of as stocks. This set of rules will have big effects on the future of cryptocurrencies, exchanges, brokerages, and other businesses that deal with them. Joe Biden put forward Gensler as chair of the SEC in 2021, and he will hold the job until April 2026. Still, it's common for the head of the SEC to step down if a new president is chosen, which could happen this November. There is a new case for decentralized finance, the DeFi platform, and Uniswap coming up, and the Ripple case could go all the way to the Supreme Court. This means that 2024 could be the most important year of Gensler's career in some way, in what is making a lot of noise on social media. Now, Gary Gensler, who is the head of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, sent out a tweet that made a lot of people scratch their heads. At first, some people thought he might be stepping down, but after the dust cleared, it became clear that Gensler's message was more about recommending his work at the Essex ads and promotions. What did he say that made everyone wonder what will happen next? Here's how it works. We were all shocked by Gensler's tweet, in which he thanked him for his time as chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission seat. He also said thank you to the SEC staff for all the hard work they've done to help fund managers and clients, but what really got people's attention was his closing comment, which said, "And we're not done." This caused a lot of reactions and quickly went viral, with over 1.1 million views as people tried to figure out what it meant. Additionally, Us.Thankx thinks that Gary Gensler will keep working on crypto issues. Different people in the cryptocurrency community responded and thought about Gensler's tweet in different ways. Some people thought his speech was painfully unclear, while others praised how smart he was at speaking. Because one cryptocurrency trader called it a legendary troll thread, the first misunderstanding it caused was finally cleared up. In the meantime, Elliot Steen of Bloomberg said something about Gensler's tendency to do silly things. Scott Johnson, who works for Van Buren Capital, added to the conversation by saying that he was concerned about the tweet's focus on enforcement activities, which he thought could make larger regulatory goals less important. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) raised its enforcement efforts and got results during Gensler's time in office. It filed nearly 2,000 cases that led to large fines and disgorgements totaling more than $6 billion. Put Bitcoin companies on notice by filing a record 46 complaints in 2018. Even though the plan was praised for its efforts, some people said it was too harsh. There was a deal between WSA and Ripple. But the Securities and Exchange Commission still wants a $2 billion fine. What will happen next? Gensler was in charge of discipline, and he also made sure that 38 rules were finalized that were meant to make marketing more open and effective. Gensler's plan for the SEC. Gensler talked about the SEC's plans for the future, which included efforts to improve market systems and make cybersecurity stronger. These current projects show that the SEC is determined to keep markets fair and open, which is important for protecting investors and growing the economy. According to study by 10x, Gary Gensler, who is currently chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, will be leaving his job by early 2025. A new study from 10x Research shows that the political climate is ready for a big change now that Vice President Joe Biden has dropped out of the race for president. Marcus Thielen, who made Therms, thinks that Donald Trump will probably take office in January 2025. This is because he is likely to win the next election and there isn't a strong opponent. Even though Gensler's term was extended until June 5, 2026, he is likely to step down in January or February 2025 when a new presidential government will take over. Thielen's work shows that when there is a new administration in the White House, there are usually changes in key regulatory positions, such as the SEC chair. The idea of a pro-crypto government and what it means for the cryptocurrency market are both seen as positive developments for digital assets. The study also talks about things that might make Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies go up in value. Thielen points out that rumors and stories say Trump will say something important at the Bitcoin gathering in Nashville, Tennessee on July 25th. Bitcoin could go through a parabolic move, says the head of 10x Research. Investors should be careful. The price of $300 could become a new standard. The information given is not meant to be taken as trade advice. Before you decide to spend, read this page carefully and understand that it does not cover any losses that may happen because of your choices. We strongly suggest that you do your own study and talk to a professional user consultant.